Newcomers have made it. Tomáš Enge from the Czech Republic, replacing Luciano Berti, who's coming on pretty well after that accident in Belgium, by the way, in the Prost. And Alex Yoong, the Malaysian. Both had dodgy moments, but both start the race. Louise Goodman reporting.
It was always going to be a tough day at the office for Formula One's new recruits, but Minardi's Alex Yoong could never have envisaged just quite how tough it would be. The session was less than a minute old when things started to go awry for the Malaysian.
Oh dear, is this bad luck? This is just about the worst thing this astonishingly calm and composed young Malaysian could have happened to him.
But believe it or not, things were about to get even worse, because moments later his teammate Fernando Alonso coasted to a halt with an identical problem.
We went out to do my outlap, and then the gearbox went straight as we were going out the pit lane, so I had to run back and jump in the spare car only to find Alonso's car had the same thing happen to him. So the team decided to send Alonso out first, and then they sent me out after Alonso.
Tomáš Enge is behind the wheel of Luciano Berti's Prost this weekend, whilst the Brazilian continues to recover at home from his huge accident at Spa. Enge's qualifying session was running slightly more smoothly. Initially anyway, the Czech was lying in 16th place after his first flying lap when the normally reliable Ferrari engine in the back of the Prost started to play up.
A little bit disappointed today because two cars break down, my race car and my INT car as well. My first qualifying, I improved from my first flying lap into the second one 8/10 with Heinz T car, so it was quite good.
Back at Minardi, it was all hands on deck, with both drivers playing musical chairs with the sole remaining car.
What made it so tricky was the fact that we hadn't had any running at all this morning, so we had no idea what the circuit conditions were like. The car's different gearbox on it, so what doesn't quite behave the same way. I was glad we got the time in the end, you know. Obviously, I knew we would be a bit on the limit of qualifying, so the objective was to qualify. But at the same time, I couldn't push maximum because I had to bring the car back for Fernando.
What a baptism of fire that was. I mean, if you can think of all the things that could go wrong in a session, it did happen. So, no, well done. I mean, you know, to come in, having had one day yesterday, then lose both practices this morning, then go into a qualifying session like that, what can I say? First Malaysian ever Formula One driver, congratulations.
Whilst Paul Stoddart was clearly delighted, Tomáš Enge's performance drew a slightly more philosophical comment from team boss Alain Prost.
Tomáš has had all the problems himself, considering he's a new driver, did not know very well the car and the team, and first time in a race weekend. He had everything bad, you know, and he could not perform well. At the end, he was, even when he took the T car, that's where he performed the best time, but he could be much, much better.
But the race is another matter, and Enge's strategy is quite simple.
I'm in a car that I enjoy to drive. I have a lot of fun with it, and I try to drive as fast as possible with it.